discrete input. Here we can see those. These inputs are known as multifunction input terminals. You can see it's a simple connection between CM, which is 0 volt DC, and terminals, which are from P1 to P8. This configuration is known as NPN type of configuration, in which a switch is placed between multifunction input terminals that could be from P1 up till P8. This switch could be between the terminal and CM. So in case any action need to be performed, all it requires is the switch should make contact with P1, as you can see on the screen. Now here you can see with a slight change, it's now PNP type of connection. So in this connection, it's between multifunction input terminals and 24 volt DC terminal. But just know one thing, that if you need a PNP type of configuration, you need to configure something on the VFD itself. It might be in a form of dip switch on the PCB of the terminals, which you need to find, and you can select between NPN or PNP type. Once made PNP type, then this configuration can be used. Now there are some benefits of PNP type configuration. As a small example, if long run cables are requirement for the control system, then you can add a power supply to avoid the voltage drop. In this slide we will go through each control terminal. We will know purpose of each. These terminals belong to the brand name LS, and the series I chose is IS7. I chose this series because it has a lot of options. First we see terminal P1, P2 up till P8. These are multifunction input terminals. When we say multifunction, that means its functions are programmable. Next we have 24 volt DC. This is voltage supply from built-in power supply of VFD. Then we see plus VR, which is 12 volt DC supply, and minus VR, which is minus 12 volt DC supply. Next we have V1. This is voltage type analog input, which takes 0 to 10 volt DC as input. There are two ways to supply 0 to 10 volt DC. First is using potentiometer. The connection as shown in the diagram, and we see that one leg is connected with plus VR, the middle leg is connected to V1, and the last one is connected to CM. And another way to get 0 to 10 volt DC is either from PLC or sensor or any other electronic device. After this we see terminal I1. This terminal is for 0 to 20 milliampere as input, or it could be 4 to 20 milliampere as input. After that we see A01 and A02. These are analog outputs which provide output 0 to 10 volt DC and 0 to 20 milliamp output. Next we have two relay outputs. These are also multifunction. We can program its purpose. It could be either for fault, it could be either for running. Next we have transistor output, which is terminal EG and Q1, and lastly we have RS485 port, which we can use for communication. So this was all about the control section.